Burp, 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 burp. Oh, I screwed everything up.
What'd you do?
It's just loading weirdly. It's working, I guess.
Oh.
Alright, good evening and welcome. My name is Mike, and I am joined by...
Neil?
And we are live and in the same room.
We're also live.
Yeah, we're... Holy shit. Forgot what it was like.
Yeah.
So, basically, we're just here to tell you some future plans and what we plan to do. I guess that's entitled in future plans. I don't have to say that twice.
Yeah.
And I haven't played this game in a long time, so I figured I would just try to build a house while we talk.
Yeah. That's good, because there was one guy that wanted to watch us play Minecraft.
Really?
And, yeah, I told him that we would, and then we never did again.
I don't know how to play Minecraft, but I can build a house.
It's funny, because when we play it, people complain that we don't know what we're doing. And then when we stop making them, people complain that we stop making them. So,
Yeah, how can you even win these days on this earth?
We're going to actually have to learn how to play Minecraft.
This is like global warming. Because everybody complains, but then you're like, where's the hurricanes? Obama? Right.
Yeah. You know what it is? It's inconvenient for us. It's an inconvenient truth.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
That's what it is.
But anyways, okay, here's the news that we wanted to tell you. I was going to look up the lyrics to that song. I think I'm going to Boston.
Oh,
think,
shipping up to Boston?
No. There's one like, I think I'm going to Boston. And I was going to like say all the lyrics until you caught on.
Oh, I don't
But
know
I
that
didn't
song.
look it up. And
I
the
don't know
song's
that song
also
anyway.
terrible. So, anyways, Neil and I will be roommates in approximately 2 weeks.
Which, for those of you who don't know, which is probably most
Moving to
of you,
Boston.
because we've never talked about our living situation too much, we've actually never lived together. So this is pretty big news, because
Yeah.
we'll be able to update on the super regular.
Yeah.
More regular than we've ever updated.
Yeah, so the plan is to get back into updating our channel, maybe doing some actual live streams of like games that are new or
Investing
old, or
in a capture card, probably.
yeah, like a lot of plans. Okay, so here's the thing. We did a couple podcasts. I'm gonna call those pre-podcasts
Yeah, that's fine. They're
As
like
in-
proto podcasts.
because we weren't actually live because we didn't know that this was going to happen.
Except you did call it, like, the last podcast, or the first one. You called it without even knowing it. Because you said,
Yeah.
you said very, like, confidently.
Well,
that
that's
you
why
were-
I bought that backpack with all the pockets.
Yeah. Oh, also, if... I was
Also,
like, I
hey,
was-
guy
wait.
who asked me about why there's so many pockets, because more is better.
Actually, I was rewatching one of the podcasts that we did. I think it was the first one. And you were showing me the 3DS that you borrowed.
Yeah.
But the way you said it made it sound like you stole it.
Did
You're
I?
like, this is the 3DS that I borrowed?
I didn't steal it. I did return it.
Yeah.
Um,
So it doesn't technically count as stealing.
yeah. I borrowed for a little while, unsuspectingly. But yeah, so those other podcasts are prototypes, and we're going to, in approximately 2 weeks, as in 2 weeks.
On the, like, 15th or 16th.
Yeah, so probably sometime around then, we will put together this page much more nicely and elegantly than this haphazard hodgepodge of messes,
Yeah.
and come up with a structure. I'm leaving my crafting table. Come up with a really cool like idea and a theme and like segments, and have like something more official. And I think it will be a lot better because we're together. Like no
That's really
lag,
cute of you
nothing,
to say,
anything.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
definitely.
Yeah. It's like that
Um,
song.
You're like inhibiting like fanfic.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking about today?
What?
When I was growing up, the word prohibit always confused me because it sounds like a good thing.
Prohibit.
Because it's like pro. Obviously, it's allowed, but
Yeah.
it means not allowed. So it's like smoking is prohibited, and I was like, "Fuck you! You can't smoke in here."
Yeah, it
I
should be
never
called
understood it.
conhibited.
And then I turned 12, and
And
I was
you,
like, "Oh, words." um,
well,
so
it's like flammable and inflammable.
yeah. Wait, I don't know.
They're the same thing.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. Inflammable means something is
Oh,
flammable.
inflammable. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Blowing my mind.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, it should be really fun. It should be really cool, and we plan to.
There's a lot of other
hopefully do
ideas too, but I
yeah.
probably am not going to say them because Mike doesn't want me to say them.
What ideas can you say?
I don't know. Like
You can say anything.
It opens us up for like maybe some more episodes of Famous Goes
Yeah,
Live.
we may do some more of that clay thing.
Yeah. That clay thing that's like 75 people upvoted.
Yeah, we could do some of that, or we want to do some like more Let's Plays, which will be cool with like a good setup and a cool like atmosphere, and we're together, so it'll be like legit couch talk.
Let's Couch.
Let's Couch, starring Neil. I'll just watch. It'll be really good.
Well, you can do. I can play by myself, and then you can offer commentary on top of that.
I need to find some cobblestone. That's my goal.
Okay.
But yeah, anyways, so I actually, in preparation for a work commute on the public transit, bought a 3DS, and I've been playing it.
And you like it?
Yeah, it's like super crazy.
Where is it?
Look at that. I didn't even want this one, and I got it. What does that make me? Miyamoto?
I don't know.
But as you might be able to guess, it's Zelda, and it's really good. But I had a really funny story to tell you, which I've been holding back. I've been withholding the story.
I've been waiting for 4 hours to hear it.
More than that, right? I kind of hinted at it a while ago.
Yeah, but I wasn't listening when you said that.
Come on, you were listening.
I forgot. Okay.
So, funny story. Everybody has their GameStop horror stories.
Yeah.
So I had to go to the GameStop. I had to do it well, I didn't want to go to Walmart because I don't like Walmart. Not that GameStop's better, but whatever.
We're pro-union here at Famous
Yeah.
Goes.
So I was like, all right, well, I got to go to the GameStop because I got to get this new hardware. Well, first of all, I changed change in and got like $150
Oh, really?
in change. So I was like,
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
should just buy a 3DS, whatever. And then I was like, oh, there's a Zelda one. Why did I make 3 of these? What am I doing? And, I don't even remember doing that. What am I doing? Oh, I know what I was doing. Okay, and so I go there, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit, this is hard. This game's. What am I doing? I don't want to put that down. So I go in, and there's a line in front of me.
Yeah.
And it's like a couple. It's like 2 older women and 1 young kid ahead of me, and there's 2 cashiers. So I'm like, okay, when one of those finishes, I'll be next. So I figure, well, it shouldn't be too long. Just got out of work. So I'm waiting there, and the Xbox One had just came out that day. And now, if you don't know, they have like this thing where you can buy a 360 game, and for $10 you can trade up to that one version of it. If it's the same game, like you can get Call of Duty Ghosts on 360 like 2 weeks ago, and then when Xbox Ones came out, you can like pay $10 and get that version and trade in the other one.
I heard about that and I thought it was a good idea.
Yeah,
Seems pretty cool.
so that's cool.
Yeah.
So the lady brings it in, and she's like, hey, my son bought an Xbox One today, and he wanted me to come in and do that exchange for like, there was 2 games, but let's just say Battlefield and Call of Duty. And the guy at the counter at GameStop goes like this. Oh yeah, that deal would be good, but maybe like just trade them in instead. Like you only pay a little bit more, and you can just trade them in used, and help us out, and we'll give you like, it'll cost you like $20 total. And the woman goes, I don't know, just do it. because she was like 45 and had no idea what was going on. She was like, I don't know, $20 fine. My son just wants these. I don't care.
That's the craziest thing
And
I've
he
ever
just
heard.
rang her up as like he traded them in like to GameStop and got GameStop credit and then bought the two Xbox One games.
What?
And I was like, what a fucking dick.
What a shithead.
And I was like, I don't even know what to say right now. Like I should say something,
Yeah.
but I need to be helped too. I was
That
like,
makes me never want to shop at GameStop. Where are we going to shop if not at Walmart or GameStop?
nowhere.
Where do we go?
Nowhere.
You
And
can't
I was
trust
just like,
anyone.
holy shit, what a fucking asshole. And then, then the next kid's in line, and that took like an hour for that to even happen. This other kid's just staring at the shelf going, I don't know what game to get with my Xbox One. And the guy's just behind the counter just watching him. And he's just staring at the shelf like behind the counter for like probably 7 minutes. And I was like, and then finally the guy next to him was like, help someone else. And I was like, oh my god. And then
GameStop
so
employees don't work on commission either.
what was the other thing that happened? So he he goes, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna buy another Xbox One controller, and I did make a pickaxe already. That's what I was trying to make. He goes, I'm just gonna buy another Xbox controller, and I think I'll just download Battlefield. They have all the games on the download service now, right? And the GameStop guy goes, don't fucking do that. That service is bullshit. Who the fuck would download a game? You can't even trade it in. He goes, that's bullshit. Never download games. And the guy goes, fine, I'll buy it.
I think... Are you too smart to shop there?
I was like, holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. I was... Like, every time you go to that store, there's something horrifying that happens. So, I just couldn't believe it. I was just in awe, in shock, and I just went up to the counter and I'm like, hey, do you have that Zelda 3DS? And he was like, that what? I was like, it's gold and it has Zelda in it. And he was like, and he like had to look in the system, and he was like, yeah. And then he went out back and got it, and he was like, do you want like $40 protection? And I was like, I just really want this, and then I want to leave. And then I even forgot my whole plan. Double my plan was like, okay, I can go to EB Games, and while I'm there, I'm gonna check out the new controllers for the systems
Yeah.
just to see, because I've never touched them. And then I was gonna talk about it on here, what I liked and disliked. But I was so annoyed that I just left. And then as I was driving away, I was like, fuck, I was supposed to look at those.
You know where we have to go for our game shopping?
Yeah, CX.
No, not even CEX. Well, CEX for some stuff, but the Best Buy in Cambridge.
Yeah, the one that I went to.
Yeah, to get your
Yeah.
because that had good customer service and they had
That
what
guy
you were
was
looking
really cool.
for.
Yeah, I think I'll be working close to there, so I'll have
Yeah.
to go in there and say hi. Hey guy, you were way better than he began.
We should find his name so we can put him up. Wait,
I know, he had a great name. I actually, for the first time, wanted to like, get a receipt and fill it out and be like, Nick in Electronics. That guy's an all-star.
Yeah.
Alright, now I can build
What are you trying to
a
build?
house. Where's that wood? Okay. I turned monsters off. This is bullshit. This is insane. That's a creeper, but it's making zombie noises. What's happening?
I don't know.
This is like Minecraft out. Is it invincible? This is insane.
Is it glitching?
I had monsters off specifically because I'm scared to get it.
I thought creepers were supposed to blow up.
I don't know. I'm scared. I'm going in the hole. It's gonna be an underground house. I don't have any coal though. This sucks. So yeah, that's my game stuff. Sorry.
So how do you like the 3DS?
I got the XL one because I read reviews and they were like, it's worth it for the extra $30. Plus, it kind of was an extra 30 because I saved $20 on Zelda
Yeah.
by the bundle, and I would have got that game anyways. So I think it's a really cool system. I'm excited to. I may get Pokemon, which I haven't played any Pokemon since Red or Blue.
Right. But we did watch
Yeah,
Pokemon Origins, which is incredible.
Yeah,
I'd like to do a video on it.
YouTube that because it's awesome.
Oh, no, they have the English dub on the official website for free, no ads.
Fuck! I thought monsters were off. Hold on. Easy. Does that mean monsters? Peaceful.
That's what you need.
Sorry guys. I just want to build a cool house. I don't want to die. So yeah. Anyways, I don't know. I guess to elaborate just a little, like we said, we'll be moving in together. Even before, when we used to do videos a little more frequently, we were in the same town area, but not
well, okay,
completely
so
together.
when we first made this channel, we spent about 2 weeks doing nothing but making videos, and when we uploaded our first video, I moved to England for 6 months.
Yeah, it was
So,
there's always been moves after we like make videos.
yeah. So
we've
that's why
never
there's
been-
always been a big gap.
we've never just consistently had like some foreseeable future of time where we can just do this.
Yeah, because we've done like 5 games, and we've finished 4 of them.
Yeah. So we'll be doing more games. We'll be doing streams. We'll be going through. I kind of want to go through my Steam and play stuff that I haven't checked out, and I kind of want to, I don't know, stream some like Mario 64 and just cool stuff. And I don't know if you have any ideas, let us know because I'd be glad to hear. I want to do some cool stuff with like multiplayer now that
Yeah.
we're together officially. In living together, we're not together.
Yeah, separate rooms.
Yeah, it just sounded kind of whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, so I guess this will become the end segment in the future, but it isn't necessarily the end segment now, but somebody asked a question.
Yeah.
So let's just do it now. You can
Okay,
go.
so the question was, what kind of podcasts?
I think I'm gonna get shit for having a house that's made of dirt and wood. Do you think people will think it's cool or bad?
Those peoples are elitists,
Yeah.
I think.
What
You
if
can
I
make a
just
house
make
with
like
dirt.
one path here, and I have to stoop underground to get out? Like I don't have a door. I just go like this, like, and like I creep out of my front door like this. Watch. Hold on. I like creep underneath, and then I'm like, yo.
Then you're inside.
And then I go back inside my house.
You should do that.
That's what I'll be doing. Okay.
Okay. So people were
I
asking.
should make it out of crafting benches because I have so many.
One guy asked what kind of podcasts or let's plays we like to watch or listen to or watch.
Yeah.
So, and the easier question to answer was let's plays.
I actually came up with it. Oh, I came up with 5 podcasts I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
But
But-
you can maybe.
Talking about let's plays that you watch. So we were actually first inspired by this Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, that guy was awesome.
Let's Play.
His name is. Oh, he was on the Something Awful forums. He had a kind of like a TV voice to me. He sounded like an actor. He did Sonic the Hedgehog videos, and he did like really elaborate bios for the enemies, which is where we ripped that idea off from.
Yeah, except we did it dumb.
We
like
did
in a
it
stupid way.
dumb and didn't put like actual effort into it. Like he was like pro. We were like silly, but that's kind of like whatever. That's what we do, man. I wish I knew his name. I'll try to look it up. But somebody probably will know, I'm sure, if you discovered us from the forums there. So that's a big one. I don't know if he still does videos now. I think he does. I think I remember recently seeing him. Also, I don't really watch that many Let's Plays, but I kind of just stick to like, which kind of, I guess, segues into the podcast part of the question is Giant Bomb Quick Looks.
Right.
That's like my Let's Plays.
I like the quick looks.
Well, those are kind of my television substitute when I get out of work to relax. I just watch Giant Bomb Quick Look like of some game, and then I eat dinner or something and watch that, and then I go on with my day.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like my mindless part of my day.
So like some of the Let's Plays that I've watched, not necessarily like on a regular basis, but the ones that I have watched are I watched Chugga Conroy for a while, which he's kind of like an informative, funny kind of guy. I'm not sure if you'd like him, but he had some pretty interesting stuff to say about like Pokemon games and like Mario Sunshine and stuff like that. And then let's see, Illilia, obviously.
Yeah. Little Lily is amazing.
And then there's a while where I watched the Retsupres, and
Yeah, I've never
with
gotten
that,
into those, but some of the you've showed me funny stuff.
yeah, and with that I started watching Billy MC, who's he's a
man, yeah.
retired Let's Player.
He's so good. Yeah, his retirement video, incredible.
So I think that's it for Let's Plays.
Yeah, as far as podcasts go, my top 5.
All right, you
We'll
name your
start
top
with
5
gaming.
because they might be the same as mine.
I'll start with gaming because that'll probably be different.
Yeah.
Somewhat. Well, I listen to the Bombcast regularly every week, Giant Bombcast, which is a great podcast from the members of GiantBomb.com.
It is 3 hours long, but there's a lot of personalities.
Yeah, yeah. But I get through it every week somehow. And then the other gaming podcast I listen to is Idle Thumbs, which is really good. It has a different perspective than Giant Bomb because, ooh, look at that. Because all the members are working in the gaming industry. Like, one of them works at Double Fine, and a couple of them worked on the Walking Dead game that had recently come out and have since started their own studio. And it's cool because they evaluate games and stuff, but they have a different perspective
I
on
thought
it.
that was Telltale Games.
It was.
That did. Oh, but they left.
Yeah, the two people who wrote and directed The Walking Dead left with a couple other people to start their own studio. They haven't announced anything yet.
They're rebels.
Yeah, Campo Santo, I think is what it's called. But it's really informative, cool well, maybe it's not informative, but it's a cool.
They don't say anything, but it's cool.
It's a funny. They have good personalities. They're good people, and they stream sometimes, and I like them. And those are the two gaming podcasts I listen to.
Oh, as far as
I don't listen to really any other gaming ones.
Let's Plays, we watch speedruns. We watch like Mario and
Yeah.
any Super Mario speedrun we watch.
Yeah, the guy shouts out, Siglemic. He's cool.
The guy that wears the diaper?
No, I don't know his name, but he's funny. He's funny. There's a guy who wears a Baby Mario diaper in some videos. It's the best, worst thing you'll ever see.
And the Zelda ones too.
Yeah, the Cosmo plays Zelda. I like him.
Well, we were
Look at this house.
Did we meant
Are you amazed?
It's a pretty good dirt
Look at
house.
watch this. You're like, craft something. Okay?
Wow.
I have plenty of floor space left, and I can craft anything I want.
That's amazing. Did we mention that at my Halloween party we met like a friend of a friend was
It's the craziest thing.
Yeah. Okay, tell the story.
All right, we were like hanging out. It's like a party, traditional party.
My
whatever.
girlfriend's friend's boyfriend.
Yeah, so we're just hanging out, drinking beers and stuff, and just started talking to this kid. He looked semi-nerdy. So I just, gaming came up.
Well, he was dressed as Link and he looked like Patrick Stewart.
I didn't even know he was Link. It wasn't a very good costume. Sorry if you're watching this. And we were talking about games and whatever, and I was like, and there's an N64 in the living room, so I was like, my favorite game's right over there. I love that game. I play it all the time. And then my bragging thing recently, which I'll do it on stream sometime to maybe blow like 10 people's minds who haven't seen it, is that I can beat the game with 32 stars.
You can beat it with 16, I thought.
16.
Yeah.
16 stars by doing a couple glitches. So I was trying to sound really cool because I try to do that at parties now, is I'll be like, yo, I can beat Mario with 16 stars. And if you don't believe me, watch.
Yeah.
So I told him, and he was like, I used to speedrun Mario. And then I was like, do you watch Cosmo? And he's like, I love that guy. And it was the weirdest thing that came up.
Yeah. Out of the, probably like 100,000 people in the entire world.
Yeah, that
know
would
what
ever
is.
know that is.
Yeah.
If that even is, yeah. I didn't make a door anymore, would I think? Yeah, so that was really...
So he schooled us.
I should make a house out of doors. That's going to be really good.
Yeah.
So he was actually better than me.
How did that happen that we know
How did I
someone
get
that's better
How
than
did I
Mario
get out
64?
speed ran at a party?
How often do you go to a
at
party
a
and you
non-gaming
say,
centric party? I got
you're not even the best
outdone by
speedrunner?
I'm not even the best speedrunner.
You're probably still the best like Super Mario World 2 speedrunner that we know. If that makes you feel better.
Maybe so. Well, I told him, I was like, it's not about speed for me, it's just about the feet. I just say it's about speed to sound like a douchebag.
For me, it's about the gymnastics
Um,
and the voice acting.
yeah, so that was pretty funny. Okay, podcasts that aren't gaming related.
Okay.
Pretty easy one. I mean, Radiolab's the top standard. You can't beat it.
We both
So
agree
good.
on that. It's
Radiolab's
so
the best podcast that there's ever been so far.
just find a random one or one that
Yeah, watch it. Listen to any of them. I
Listen
never
to
heard
it.
a bad one.
they're all good.
Although I didn't listen to Poop Train because the name creeped me out.
Poop Train was actually good.
I was.
Yeah,
That's the
that's
one
fine.
I haven't listened to. But
It's actually about manure. They just call it Poop Train because they like the sound of it. It's about manure.
And the other ones were 99% Invisible and This American Life. Those are probably my top 5.
Those are all good, yeah.
I don't know. Do you have any that I don't? Because I know you like some that I don't.
Well, recently, Welcome to Night Vale was pretty funny.
Oh, I had a story about, because I knew you were going to say that.
Okay, go.
Sorry. But
I'll continue after you're done.
I had heard from a mutual friend.
Matt?
I made an actual 64 exact stack. That's the max stack. I made a max stack
Really?
with no extra. That's probably, I don't know if anybody's ever done that before. So, no. Liz told me about it.
Wow.
And so I was like, let me just check it out. I know it's not quite something I'd probably be into, because I got a pretty good idea what it was going to be, which it was what I thought it was going to be. So I'm listening to it, first episode, right?
Right.
Sometimes I put on a podcast when I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Like, I'll lay in bed, and I'll put on, like, Idle Thumbs, and I'll hear about 10 minutes of it, and then I'll fall asleep.
Yeah.
And the rest of it plays out, and then it ends. So I was like, I'm going to put this on. So I listened to about 10 minutes of it, like, actual listening, and I was like, this is interesting. I don't know if I love it, but it has something, you know?
Well, I think the best way I can describe it is, and I'm sure... Oh, you got a text from Liz. I would describe it as if the Saturday Night Live Weekend Update had an H.P. Lovecraft-centric correspondent, and that's what the whole show is. But it's pretty good.
It's pretty good, and so I was kind of into it.
Not for everyone, but like if you want like a pretty well-written comedy, 20-minute comedy podcast.
Liz texted me too. I was kind of into it, and then I must have dozed off, and then I got woken up. There was a part in it, and I'll just describe my reaction.
Was this the first episode?
Yes.
Okay.
So there's a part where a guy starts playing an acoustic guitar.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if it's the... This is all I know. It started playing. I woke up because I heard it. And I was like, this is awful. I hope this stops soon. And it felt like 15 minutes had passed by, and it was still playing, and it was so awful and annoying because I just the way maybe it was the state I was in.
Yeah.
I won't call it out as being actually awful, but the state I was in, it felt like it just wouldn't end, and it's the most angry I've ever been in my bed alone. Like I was laying there and I was like, when is this going to end? And it was started like piercing through my skull and hurting my brain. It was so bad. And I was like, holy fucking shit. And I just like turned around and I grabbed my phone as hard as I could. And I said to my phone, I was like, fuck you. And I turned it off, and then I just threw it to the end of my bed and went back to bed. And I haven't listened since because I was like, fuck that. It was so... Oh, it made me so mad. I don't even get mad often.
Okay.
And it made me so mad.
So...
It was so annoying.
In Welcome to Night Vale, there's a part in it where about like, I'd say halfway through the episode, they say, and now the weather, and they just play a song from like some unknown artist.
Okay.
And that's what it is. Also, you remember Liz showed us that like...
Guys, let me just tell you
The
before
bus
you leave a
stop song?
comment real quick. Let me just tell you. I know that you use an axe to chop wood, but I don't have one. Okay? Sorry. I'm using a pickaxe. But I know the truth. It's what?
Oh, they just have a segment it's called And Now the Weather. And then they just play a song.
I cut
That's
you
what
off.
it
I
is.
thought you were saying something about new artists. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying it's actually bad, and I haven't listened to it like not in that state, but in that exact state. Holy shit. It was crazy. Whatever, that looks good. So, I'm not done with my house yet, so we're going to have to talk about one more thing.
I was going to talk about the podcast that I listened to that you...
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I have a feeling I know a few that I could add to. Go.
Another one that...
Oh,
I've
look at
started-
this. Hold on. I'm sorry I keep cutting you off, but watch this. I don't even have to go inside. I can just open this door, and I can craft whatever I want from inside and outside.
That's pretty good.
This is a really good house.
You need a fire pit, though.
Maybe next episode.
The TED Talk podcast I think is pretty good, except that there's like this kind of air of pretension and importance that comes with TED Talks that I enjoy them, but sometimes that gets to me a little bit. But the TED Talk podcast is pretty good, and they interview the TED speakers afterward, or like they have a segment of their TED Talk, and they ask them follow-up questions.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's worth checking out.
I need stairs.
In the past, I've listened to Kevin Smith's Smodcast for a little while, like years ago.
Worst named podcast of all
Yeah,
time.
it's the Smith Mosier podcast, and I actually think Scott Mosier, who's his friend, is the best.
So this would be the Mealcast?
Yeah, it's the Mealcast.
The Pro Doodler Mealcast or something?
Yeah.
What was that?
Live Doodlers.
Live Doodlers?
That's what we're doing right now, is we're live doodling.
Oh, yeah, I should do one live doodle right after this.
Yeah, we should. So that's all right. I don't know. Jordan Jesse Go.
I can fall in my house too, and I don't even have to open the door. This is so good. Because I can also just fall in, and then I can come back outside through this door, and then right up around, and then look at, like, if let's say the door is locked from the inside because I screwed up, I can be like, hold on, it's all good, dude. You don't even need to leave the door under the mat, because I can just fall in, and then I can craft. Show me it, and look at, I can probably put stuff up there for storage after I craft.
This is the best house.
This is, I don't know, I'm probably an architect. So what's up?
I used to listen to Jordan Jesse Go a lot.
Yeah.
Which is
I don't think it's a bad podcast. I just don't listen to it.
It's a pretty
but
good.
I like it.
The thing that they started doing that I don't like as much is that used to be two guys catching up talking to each other podcast, and now after a certain point they had a special guest on every single episode.
Yeah, I always
and it
liked
turns
it when it was just
into
them.
it turns into them asking the guest. It's like them just talking to the guest about like what the guest is doing more. But I liked it better when it was just the two of them.
Yeah.
So that's one. The Bullseye is all right sometimes, although I also liked that more when it was The Sound of Young America, because it was
Much better name.
more focused and it was a better name. The Nerdist podcast is pretty good for
I like him,
interviews.
but I never have listened to it. But Chris Hardwick's a cool guy.
Yeah, and his I saw Jonah, his like guest host or whatever, co-host.
The fatter guy.
Yeah, I saw him live, and he was like at a live comedy show in Boston a few weeks ago, and it was like he was really funny.
I almost saw Chris Remo of the Idle Thumbs podcast talk at a indie games convention in Boston, but the pamphlet at the convention had said that he was talking at 3, and then the internet app I downloaded for the convention said he was talking at 2:30, and then in the back of the pamphlet it said he was on at 2. So at approximately 2:15, I remembered to ask somebody who worked there, and they said he's already started.
The worst part is that this was at MIT.
Yeah.
Get your shit together, MIT.
And I thought, wow, so I missed that, which was like half the reason I wanted to go. But
The funny thing is, I saw the Giant Bomb do a live podcast.
yeah, and I'm
when I
the
was at
fucking
PAX.
one who loves them.
And I was like, oh, Mike likes that. And then I went to it, and like, their audio was weird, so everyone walked out, and it was kind of sad. But I stayed for it for most of it, I think.
You got to see Ryan,
Yeah, I saw Ryan Davis before.
the tragedy,
Yeah,
passed away. What am I gonna do?
you
I'm
broke
stuck.
it. Just keep punching him.
You know what I think? Minecraft. I don't even. I was gonna make a bad joke. I shouldn't even make it. It was about Robin Thicke. Not like. So it's in horrible taste.
We don't mention things we hate on this
No,
podcast.
this is a love cast.
Oh, speaking of Lovecast.
Wait, watch. Because I don't think people believe.
Now this is something you wouldn't be interested in, but I listened to it for a while. Is Dan Savage's Lovecast, which is like sex advice and romance advice, which like I listened to for a while.
I'm not
too.
gonna make any jokes, but it's funny that you'd be.
It's called the Lovecast.
Yeah. I love cat. I just wouldn't picture you being into something that had sex advice into it.
It's educational.
Fair enough.
How else are you going to learn about Kegel muscles?
you'll have to enlighten me someday, because I fucking don't know.
I'm not going to tell you, and you're never going to look it up. So
Yeah.
Don't.
I'll look it up. Kegels. It's like, it's when you pour orange juice over your calves.
Yeah.
Keenan muscle?
Yeah. Keenan and Kel muscle.
Yeah. Well, Kel's the one who likes orange juice, right?
Orange soda.
Yeah, whatever.
And WTF with Mark Maron, which it takes a little while to get used to his personality, but I think it's a good show. Any Fresh Air with Terry Gross. It's pretty good. I think that's it for podcasts.
Yeah.
Actually,
There's more,
I'm
but...
gonna look at my app to see if there's any that I like downloaded that.
Okay, while you do that, I'm going to ask the audience, how do I make fire? I don't remember. You know what, though? I could do... Ooh, nope. Can't do it.
Oh, two other ones. Freakonomics podcast and The Moth podcast has some really good short stories. Or not short stories, but like live stories. That's kind of like This American Life.
Look at this torture chamber. Can't escape.
I have to be honest, this is one of the best houses I've ever seen.
Whoa, I don't know if anybody's ever made double doors that are sideways. Because, look at... What if I... Oh, I need to see something. I don't have enough door... Oh, I do. Okay, anyways, yeah. Podcasts.
So all those podcasts. And
all those podcasts.
All those Let's
But
Plays.
yeah, if you have any games, we were thinking of doing a, as I stated before, like a multiplayer thing where
But we're gonna strip it down. We're gonna bring it back to the basics. We're gonna do two
You're
guys.
stealing my lines.
Your stomach's making noises tonight.
I know.
This is pro thanks.
No, I just thought it was funny because I was
Post
like,
Thanksgiving.
that was a pitch I had last night. When
Yeah,
I was
but
trying to pitch it
I'm
to Andrew. I thought
streamlining,
it was
yeah.
funny. Go.
But I'm like
Go.
We're gonna bring it back to the basics. We're gonna do. It's gonna be two guys on a couch, playing a game, just like back in the '90s.
Is that? Yeah. So
Back before the Dreamcast changed everything and made it so that you could play with your game.
playing
friends
Mario
online.
Kart, being like, "Why the blue shell, dude?"
Yeah.
And like the dude's there,
Yeah.
and it's not like, "Hey, dude, I'm on an Xbox. Where's the blue shell?" And you're an N-word, right? 'Cause that's what
Headshot.
you have to say, yeah.
And
I'm
if
gonna put my balls on you.
Gay slur.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
So it's gonna be not that. It's gonna be like we're having fun. And you'll
We
have
might even
fun.
drink beer. I don't know.
And we'll drink beer and be like really drunk and obnoxious. Probably not.
Yeah.
No, you can't put two doors on the same block. If anybody wants to know, you can't put two doors on the same block. But here's a little tip for you. If you jump into one door and then you crouch, you can put another door in front of the door, and it's basically, and then you can leave through one door, but it makes this cool little pattern here that you might have never seen in Minecraft. Maybe next week I'll learn what fire is. Because I want to put an oven in them. An oven! I can make an oven!
We should make that dog dispenser. That
I don't
came
have any
before.
coal for the oven, but watch this. Don't tell me I don't know how to craft.
That's got to go on the ceiling, you know.
And then look at it. I need to cook dinner.
It's right there.
Perfect. Heat my house up, cook dinner, double whammy. Thanks, guys. This house is rad. You're all rad. So yeah, we'll be live. We'll be doing this in person. We'll be doing all
On the
this
regular.
stuff. See those boxes behind me? That's because I'm moving. I didn't even mean to have those in there.
What, these?
All those boxes back there. Gotta pack up.
Those aren't for bananas.
No, at one time they were for bananas, and now it's just a metaphor for all my stuff being bananas.
Life is bananas.
That's what it is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, because when you move, life's just bananas.
Plantains are almost bananas.
You can't use peach boxes because life's not a peach.
Life,
It's a beach.
life ain't always peachy.
Right. So we didn't talk much about games, even though we have stuff to talk about, but we'll save that for the official. Super Mario 3D World's really good. Zelda's really good. Bioshock Burial at Sea is middling, but cool. That's my reviews.
Spoiler alert. Middling.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Oh, yeah, but if you have a 3DS, buy the new Zelda. And I'm one who always hasn't... I think Link to the Past is a very good game, but I never put it out as great. And I love this game.
Link to the Past, I really like the artwork, but some of the dungeons are trying sometimes.
You're calling the dungeons tryhards?
No, they're just like, I get into the dungeons and I roll my eyes and go, oh, this one?
Right.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Especially the water one.
Yeah.
I can't stand that one. Although it does
Oh,
have
I had a funny thing we were
does have
gonna
Bunny
do.
Link, so that's good.
But I fucked it up because now we're not doing this over the internet anymore.
Yeah.
I was gonna fake you out one time, and I was gonna have like this play, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like I fade in to Benji, and like I was gonna hold him up to the camera, and like do his voice, and you were gonna talk to him as a segment, but now we still could, but it wouldn't be as funny, and I ruined the joke.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be like crazy and blow your mind.
Oh, we have to doodle.
Yeah, let's do a doodle real quick. I had that bunny still somewhere, and came out pretty funny. I put little eyebrows on him, so he was even funnier looking. Here, do a doodle while I
Well, give me something to doodle.
doodle a salamander playing the banjo. Loud doodlers. See, that was like the bunny. I didn't really get a good shot of it last time. I don't think this has good focus correction, but there's that. And there's like a Bulbasaur right there. This doesn't work so good when you have two screens and then you have to get it. The Live Doodler setup needs to be improved, but we will get on to that. But for now, I can't really move the webcam around because I already fucked it up. And also, we will look into like putting this once the official one goes up and we got structure, doing an iTunes version and stuff.
Yeah.
Where is it? I'm glad I'm on peaceful mode, or I'd probably be dead right now. I'm not in the shot anymore. Screwed everything up. Anyways, I think this was pretty successful because this house is one of the best things I've ever done. And just in general in life, you know.
Yeah. Okay. I finished. So this is my doodle of salamander. Does that work? There we go. He's
like
playing
that.
the banjo. It's a 6-string,
It
just in
says
case
die
anyone...
above it.
It does.
I mean, that's part of something else that I wrote, but I don't know.
I also gave it... He's on a stoop, and there's a dog there who's enjoying the banjo work, because everyone knows dogs love banjos. And there's also a sunflower to show that, you know, he has a green thumb. He's a salamander.
I love it. What should I draw?
Draw... Oh boy. Should it be animal? Or like...
I don't know.
Draw a turkey that escaped from Thanksgiving dinner.
Jeez. That's rough. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I'm gonna make some music for the listeners as like kind of hold music, I guess. Let's see. Turn the music on here.
But now he's not thugging enough.
Do you get this app?
Yeah, remember?
No.
I made
It's Propellerhead's Reason.
Can't really see that.
You can't see it. I don't know. It's a good app. It's for music.
So that's a turkey that escaped because he smoked up the place and then shot everyone because he was listening to that music.
Nice.
You know, it's cool. We actually could just hook up like the Wacom and capture it and just.
Oh
do that.
yeah. We should do that from now on.
Well, that's why this is a pre-podcast, because we'll just screw everything up except the house, because that's not a pre-house.
Oh.
This is the final draft of the
But
house.
if we do a Doodlecast, won't that not
So next
work
time we play
on
Minecraft,
iTunes?
we'll build something else. This is the house. We're done. We'll build like a pool or something to swim in.
Can you set fire to the house?
No.
Would be a good way to end.
I don't even know how to make fire. Sorry. Too hard. Can't do it. Impossible. So, anyways, we'll be back. We're not gonna do anything next week. I don't know. We'll be back the week after that. And forever. And we'll have a lot of cool stuff. Try to update like 3 times a week.
Yeah, at least. Well, yeah.
Yep. So, we'll see you guys. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. And give this video a thumbs up if you like it.
Yeah, and follow us on the Twit thing, because when we want to do a lot of updates and come up with stuff like we are in the future, you can stay in touch.
Yeah, go to bluebird.com and follow us on there.
I didn't get it for a second. I was like, I don't think we have that.
Yeah.
But I get it.
Yeah.
Thanks. Oh, I gotta get off this.
Yeah, how do we get off Twitch?
Thank you.